How many of you have ever hired the perfect salesperson only to find out they weren't so perfect? You know, it's the candidate that shows up, the resume is impressive, the conversation is good, and the references check out. So what went wrong? I'm Colleen Stanley, President of Sales Leadership, and we'd like to help you upgrade, improve your sales hiring process this year. Let me give you 3 tips on where we see gaps falling short in the hiring process. The first one is what we call vetting the resume. And this is where the candidate comes in. The resume is 100% accurate. There's been no fudging going on. However, what the CEO or Vice President of Sales failed to do was really take a look at how past success could translate to future success. Here's one example. You may have a salesperson that had great success in their old sales position. However, what you missed is that this salesperson worked for a very well-branded company. Or maybe the leads were handed to him. That person did not have to source the leads. Now, your company isn't so well-branded. And oh, by the way, if you're going to work for your company, you need to be really good at uncovering and finding opportunities. See, the person was successful in this selling environment, but that success isn't translating to your selling environment. The second area where we see a gap in the hiring process is forgetting to interview for the soft skills. You know, a lot of times we're really good at looking for industry experience, sales experience, and those are important qualities to look for. However, when you really take a look at a bad hire, we hear words like bad attitude, didn't fit in the culture, work ethic, just couldn't figure it out. And when you translate those to soft skills, sometimes they are things like empathy, work ethic, it may be problem solving, self-starting, results orientation, goal setting. So make sure when you're setting up your interview questions and process that you interview for the hard to train skills. One of the rules we teach in our hiring process is hire what you can't train, and that's often some of the soft skills. Now, the last area we see people forgetting about is incorporating core values into their hiring process. So they do a great job of having the customized interview questions. They're actually well-versed in behavior-based interviewing skills, and then they forget about culture. What are your driving values? And if you don't have them well-defined, take some time in 2011 to really drive home those 2011 values. And here's how you know you have a value versus an idea. A value is something you will take a financial hit to uphold. So if you're not willing to fire a top producer that doesn't play well with others, isn't a good team player, perhaps isn't following direction of the management team, you may have an idea, you don't have a value. Now, those are just 3 areas that we find that if you can get improvement in, you start attracting and hiring those A players. Good luck in 2011, because if you want to make your job easier and increase revenues, profits, and happiness, get the right people on the sales bus. I'm Colleen Stanley, President of Sales Leadership. Thanks for joining us.